Hey everybody, it's Raven here at quailhollowgardens, and in our last video we got a few questions on how to propagate from seed, so I'd like to do a really light cover over that. Right now is the perfect time here in Olga, Alabama. It depends on what zone you're in when your seed is mature enough, but we like to wait until each tip of the wing has started to brown a little bit. That's when you know that the seed is mature. I've heard a lot of different ways that people do this. I don't like to wait until the seed itself is turned 100% brown, because that means that seed coat's hardened and it just makes it a lot more difficult to germinate. You can soak it in water to help with that, but I just prefer not to. I like to wait until this is the perfect stage right here. So when you get them, they're going to be in little bundles like this, and all you have to do is separate it out from the petiole and gently break it in half. You can de-wing them, like tear the wing off. You don't have to. I think it's just an extra step, and that's just a lot more of your time that's getting wasted, so I would rather not. But all you have to do is take them, break them all apart. I like to count them, even the little bitty ones. You'll have one that's a lot more dominant than the other. They're still viable seed, 100%. So I count those in. And some people do it in peat moss and sand. I prefer potting soil. That's just all that I've ever really experimented with. Last year I did a few in peat and sand, and I didn't have that great of results, but it could have been that it just got too dry. I didn't have it moist enough. But what you do is you mix it in with whatever medium you choose, soil or peat and sand. You want them to be spread enough apart that the wings aren't going to touch each other. You don't want that root tip to poke out and hit another root tip. There's a possibility of rot there. And you want whatever medium you're using to be moist but not so wet that it invites mold or any kind of fungal pathogen in, period. And I actually like to take my potting soil and spray it with fungicide. I like for it to be pretty dry. Spray it lightly with fungicide, dust the seeds a little bit, mix them up really well in the potting soil, label it, label what date you collected it on, and they need at least 90 days in the refrigerator, cold stratification, for your seeds to start germinating. I like to wait until I see a bunch of little root tips start poking out, and I'll take them out and put them in a flat of just really nice high-grade potting soil and keep them moist but not too wet. Otherwise you run a risk of damping off, which is when they get mold, and those tiny little seedlings just won't make it. They can't handle something like that. So make sure to watch your water on them, keep good air circulation, and you'll be able to grow your own rootstock. Thank y'all for watching.